River State local government elections. The coast is now clear for lifting of emergency rules, says Wike. I repeat, the coast is clear for lifting of emergency rule, according to Wike. Now, 30th of August 2025, River State local government election, Wike has taken over the structure, the governmental structure of River State through these local government elections. Now, President Tinubu declared a state of emergency in the month of March in Rivers State, giving Wike the upper hand to control the state. Now, there was conflict between Wike and Fubara for how many weeks and months until Tinubu stepped in and gave Wike the upper hand by declaring a state of emergency. Now, the military administrator, had to sustain the structure of Wike until a local government election was declared. And mind you, the APC, Wike's boys, and the structure in River State belonging to Wike, they have taken over the local government elections. Now, agreement is that those members, those state assembly members and lawmakers that are loyal to Wike would also have control of the structure. Then, Fubara, with the agreement that they have done at the back, will return as governor of River State. Now, they would have returned Fubara, but because of the local government elections. Local government election is key when you are controlling politics in any state. Anybody that has the structure of the local government, whether is a godfather or a godmother, that person will be that powerful to control the state. Local government autonomy, I said this before, it is a way whereby the federal government would influence a state governor through local government autonomy. For instance now, who is going to be paying local government their allocation? Look at Osun State. The Supreme Court withhold funds of Osun State. Remember, Tinubu and Obasanjo withheld funds of Lagos State. Tinubu had to move on like that. Tinubu was complaining. Now, Tinubu is the president. Look at what is going on in Osun State. And look at what went on in River State. They can speak BB grammar, but politicians are hypocrites. Now, Wike spoke on Saturday in Rume Piricom, Ward 9, Unit 007, Obiakpo local government area of the state, after he voted in the council elections. He said, so having done this, then the coast is clear for the state of emergency to be lifted, meaning that the local government has representatives. The state government has its own elected God, politics, eh? The state government has its own representatives. So we are good to go, he told the press after exercising his franchise. I know that by September 18th, the state of emergency will expire. And that would mean that the state governor and state assembly will come back to do their job. And we will have a government at the grassroots level, the former governor of the state has said. Tinubu, Wike as governor of River State towards the end of his tenure, he employed thousands of aides in their thousands towards the end of his tenure as governor. Why did he do so? He wanted to build a structure to capture River State. Mind you, River State is very important in election, South election. River State is critical and important, whether by numbers, whether by funds, the money, PDP. You see what Tinubu did to PDP, see, I pity for anybody that is really is going to fight Tinubu. We have the backbone of the PDP, Delta, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom. Now, Tinubu don't collect Rivers for this guy hand. Don't collect Delta State. Don't collect Akwa Ibom. So, who is funding the PDP now? That's why I told you that PDP, when you talk about presidential candidate in Nigeria, just push them by the side. They don't have any talk. They don't have any business as we are talking now. So now the coast is clear. Why? Because Wike don't get him boys for local government level. Remember, the election conducted, local government election conducted by Fubara. You remember when the ordinary people, the right result, the vote right result, he put in people there. He had his boys. They were singing "Day Your Day, Day My Day." Nobody make nobody send nobody. They were singing. Fubara boys were like taunting a Wike, while Wike boys were with Wike in Abuja having a meeting. We are looking and saying, Fubara don't they get mind though. Remember the election conducted by Fubara. Now, they wanted the control of local government is very critical in politics. If you're a politician and you don't have a say when it comes to local government, my brother, you are in trouble. So the coast is clear for Wike. Now he has control of local government, and these assembly members will come back, all of them loyal to Wike. Because of Wike, they run enter APC. I tell you, because of Wike, they run enter APC. As governor of Rivers State, Fubara used him boys, remove the speaker then, and put your own speaker. 3 assembly members and 1 speaker. He took, I think the speaker then, he took the speaker and made him his special assistant. I think, in the government circle. So as he speaks, as he stands now, that means Fubara is coming back by September 18. Expect Fubara back. But Fubara is coming as a PA, a servant to Wike and Tinubu. So when you talk about democracy under a Tinubu, just forget it. Don't come and be whining anybody. Don't gaslight anybody here. There's nothing like democracy under Tinubu. Tinubu is playing that politics whereby he will take away these powerhouses from the PDP. And he has done so. Now the question people are asking, now that Fubara is back, is he going to remain in the PDP or join the APC? What are the conditions they gave to Fubara? That if you come back, these are the conditions. 1 term. And after 1 term, no coming back again. Imagine Fubara as a governor. And what will he be doing as a governor? I don't know. What will he be doing as a governor? After the humiliation of Fubara, every other governor in Nigeria had to sit up. They can't fear Tinubu. Almost every governors are not even coming out to say, I don't want, Tinubu is bad. They are not doing that too. Bala Mohammed that tried doing so. They've opened case, EFCC case for Bala Mohammed, the Bauchi state governor. So every other governor, they're like, they understand the system. Like I said, if you are, tomorrow is church, tomorrow is Sunday, you are going to church tomorrow and you are praying that Nigeria will get better. Whereby there are people in position of authority. The Bible says if the wicked is in power, the people will cry. So democracy is crying now. There's nothing you can tell me. There's no excuse you can give me that we are practicing democracy under a Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Looking at the things that happen. Forget all this one that the AGF is saying or the Supreme Court is saying. My brother, see, you know, an ordinary Nigerian will ask a question. Our politicians, all these big grammar that they speak, all these committees when they set together, all these monies when they spend, at the end of the day, you will promise, let's start with Obasanjo. Obasanjo come, promise. They speak big grammar. We not sabi anything, we not sabi government. They speak big grammar, they don't fix electricity. They spend $16 billion. So if you are coming to gaslight me that we are practicing democracy under Tinubu, my brother, you should find another place, go and look for somewhere to go and drink cold water. We have Yaradua still, Jonathan still, Buhari still, Tinubu still. We are where we are today. So democracy, we are not practicing. The real form of democracy, there's no country practicing democracy even self. So it is a shame. Some of us were rooting for Fubara. The way the guy they follow Wike, they go for Abuja, they follow Wike, they go commission project. So look at these people from this Ijo, I don't know. Is it that they don't have balls or liver? Just look at Jonathan. Look at Fubara. Look at that vigilante, what's his name? Asari Dogubo. They are lousy and they are making noise. They don't have balls. Look how Wike reduced Fubara to nothing with the help of Tinubu, I guess. Wike told Fubara, now Tinubu save you because my plan is to remove you. Totally remove you. If Wike has influence in Nigeria's judiciary, there's nothing they cannot do. There's nothing they cannot do. This is Nigeria. It is even all over the world where we say they tweak judgment in favor of some people. They fine-tune judgment in a way, using excuse in favor of some people. Now, what thing they present to the judge, now person will present a superior argument for Nigeria, not whether it is right. If you they right, you go court. Person where they wrong will win you. They will make everything they confusing for your eyes. That is what Wike is there to influence our judiciary. So if I told you, if they ask me a question, who is in charge of the executive? I'll say it's Tinubu. Who is in charge of the legislature? I'll say it's Akpabio. Who is in charge of judiciary? I'll tell you, say it's Wike. I know Kekere should be, but Wike is in charge of judiciary. So, what do you expect? Under Tinubu, look at what is going on. The tyranny going on. And the people are there in River State. Nobody. With all the things that, at the end of the day, these people can compete globally in any sector. Any sector, with all the mouth they are making. Somebody is telling me that my local government chairman, he built hospital, he built school. And I asked the person question. If they carry 1 billion give you as an ordinary person, say, we give you this contract, build this hospital and school, you go build them. So would you be beating your chest, I built hospital and school? You see, that's why we are not smart in Nigeria. We don't think, we don't know where we are. We are lost. Anything that they give to us, we just buy, hook, line, and sinker. So, River State, I pity for you people. I pity in the next 20 years. You are not going to experience good governance in the next 20 years. I can vouch for that. There's nothing like good governance for you in the next 20 years. With this kind of tyranny going on, with Wike and Tinubu influence going up and down, using excuse. Tinubu was the person that was complaining during the time of Obasanjo, but now look at a president. Look at what he's doing. You will tweak the law to your own advantage. We understand that. That is Nigeria. That is Nigeria. Nigeria, they say, okay, for instance, police station, bail is free. People are paying. If you enter police station, the money you go pay, now God will help you. But they said bail is free. The government will come out, the officials will come out and tell us bail is free. But the truth is that bail is not free. But on paper, bail is free. So constitutionally, you can quote the constitution. They know how they influence whatever they are doing because now them they in charge. Look at Nnamdi Kanu's case. They push go front, push go back. You don't have in fact, there's no way you can win Nnamdi Kanu on that case because of the evidence. The body of evidence is on you to prove, and you cannot prove. Instead, you are looking for a small loophole. You are doing Maradona politics. That's what they are playing. And you expect good governance from such an element. I told you that old people don't change. Anybody that builds his life on criminality and corruption, he doesn't change. When he gets to a certain age, imagine a civil servant in the civil service. Their salary itself don't even do them. But now the money from corruption, they use the ball, they build houses and this. And you come as somebody who wants to cut that money. Do you know how many people that will fight you? Because it is their normal lifestyle, their daily activity. That is what sustains them. Corruption and wickedness and manipulation and hypocrisy. That is an average attribute of a politician. So you are coming you go to church tomorrow and say, Nigeria will get better, and some people will be whining you. No, Nigeria will not get better. Get it right. God can bless you in Nigeria, but Nigeria is a country. You will never benefit. You know, there are different kinds of blessing. The blessing of a nation and the blessing individual. These are two different kinds of blessing. Some people in church, if they get visa to another country, the same earth will they. If they get visa to another country, they will come and give testimony. Country where human being creates. The country where you are going, now people will not make and be like that. So that blessing, you cannot get that blessing, but an individual blessing, God is blessing you and your family personally, there's a difference. It's a disadvantage of you being only blessed in a country that is cursed, there's a disadvantage. The children of Israel in Goshen, Egypt then, Israelites were under captivity. However, Joseph rose as a second in command to Pharaoh. The children of Israel had a place they stayed. They called that place Goshen. During the time of famine, there was famine in Egypt, but Goshen was not affected. They cannot stay long in Goshen because even with your personal blessing in Nigeria, there are so many other things that will happen because of Nigeria is a failed state to you with your blessing. Go to your village now. God has blessed you. Go to your village. Okay, now you go face insecurity for your village. The people that are praying Nigeria will get better. Let them go to their village now. The politicians that are saying Nigeria will get better, the pastors, why are they using escort? Why are they using escort? Why can't they work in the night? Why is it in their house they put high fence, they put CCTV everywhere? Nigeria will get better. Now, God has blessed some people. Why is it that they are afraid to walk free? They are protecting themselves because the country is a failed system and they are unwilling to say the truth. So whatever that is going on in Rivers State, I pity for the people of Rivers. Sometimes I wonder if there are people in Rivers State that Wike has subdued everybody. Wike, Amechi, orderly. Nobody is. Wike is, they call him the Hitler of Obiakpo. The Hitler of Obiakpo. That is what Wike is. Now, during the election, people were saying voter apathy. People didn't come out to vote, blah, blah, blah. Now he said, I'm very happy with the vote, the people coming out to vote. I'm very happy. It means that people identify with the elections. He dismissed anything voter. He said people are voting. You have not heard of any violence. You have not heard of people carrying ballot boxes. You see that the electoral materials are there. People are there casting their votes. As far as we are concerned, the elections, as far as we are concerned, that's the statement. They don't care about you. The elections are very peaceful. Of course, we are concerned about low turnout, but people are trooping out. Before the elections close, you see the number of persons increase. So we are very happy that at the end of the day, these elections have been conducted very peacefully and successfully. The person in charge of Rivers, the military administrator, is calling for peace as Rivers holds elections. And that is how everything has been put under the control of Wike. If Tinubu can do this to Rivers State, what about the elections? You people that want to remove Tinubu, you see Rivers State, how they don't conclude everything. Wike is saying that they did not carry ballot boxes, they did not do this one, they did not do that one. Now, during the last election, how did Wike conduct the last election? What is the report of the last election under Wike? Wike that became a terror to his own people. The choice of the people was not his choice, so he became a terror to his own people. And he would just bully everybody. Asawana, River State, Port Harcourt, with all the braggings and everything. We are strong men, we are strong men. See as Wike pocket everybody. You know, an average Nigerian has a price. I told you about Edo State. I said if I were to rig Edo State as a politician, I will go and look for all those boys that are causing violence. Give them their oga, 1 billion naira share for your boys. Shut them down. And they will collect because all those ones, all those systems, all those structures, now still structure of criminality. Nobody is even looking at how they can build Nigeria. Everybody is there to just survive. That's why there's no integrity in Nigerian politics. That's why there's nothing good that can come out from it. I'm telling you, everybody's fighting for their own pocket, their own survival. Nothing good is coming out from it. So, congratulations to the survivors of the fittest. We thought at a point that Fubara will have taken over River State, relegated Wike, render his boys homeless. They will become orphans. Wike's structure will be destroyed in River State. But we never know that this is how it's going to end. It's unfortunate. If a governor of Fubara, they spray him water because of power. Because of power. And we have a president there who fought for democracy and Nadeko and co. We have a president that is coming to mediate, using the mediation to play politics. And at the end of the day, look at where we have landed. They don't play their politics. They don't disgrace this guy. They don't turn out to houseboy. They don't turn out to pauper. The guy said, you know, can't know where he did again. Now the same Tinubu, now all this opposition coalition, they play hanky-panky with. You see how they conclude River State. Now the same Tinubu they play hanky-panky with. Tinubu, now they play hanky-panky with. Now look at how they subdue a governor, turn him to a pauper in democracy. Now democracy we are talking about, see how they subdue a governor. They won't tell, are they telling us that they don't know the truth? That Wike has invested interest. It's not about the people, it's about their personal interest, what they are going to gain from the state. They know the truth, but they cannot, they don't have what it takes to do what is right. All these people, APC, all of them, they are coming to show themselves. They never have good intentions for the people. If politicians have good intention for the people, my brother, all this one way they say subsidy move, they're going to pay Nigerians every month if they have good intention. But they don't have the capacity to even have good intention for the people in the first place. That's why you see things are going up and down. Asawana. Aside the Kuba, where you did now? She will not the hype. When they say anything happen to Fubara, we'll do this and that. Where is Aside the Kuba? I don't know where. See. We need to restructure this country. Because I pity for the people of River State. They will think that it is well. They will stay there. These politicians will be carrying their money, buying houses abroad, millions of dollars, fixing themselves. Their children will not. The politician will deceive them with all manner of deceit, and still keep them poor, and their children are poor. When it comes to fight now, politicians will give them money, they will carry money, go to kill themselves. And these are the people that will say, then get brain. People we want better Nigeria. You people don't want better Nigeria. For you supporting evil, you don't want better Nigeria. That's why we'll keep on. Since 1960, there's nothing we have achieved. And we are here coming to see one or two. May God help Nigeria. See, may God in heaven, may God help you that you're in Nigeria. And you're supporting the kind of... I can't say anything anymore.